Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Justin at Knuckleheads Garage. Figured I would do a little YouTube project here, building a mud mower. Seen a bunch of guys do some mud mowers. Christopher Todd, Fearless Front, and a fella goes by Redneck Computer Geek. Give a little shout out to those guys. They kind of helped me out when I was starting off. So this is Knuckleheads Garage in all its glory. Me and a buddy of mine, Joe. And we build all kinds of stuff. Work on everything. Today we got a Craftsman GT 3000 that I picked up. And you know, I ain't a smart guy or nothing, but figured I got some useful information for anybody else trying to do a mud mower build that really do something wild and on a budget. Some stuff you might want to watch. Basically what we got going on is a lift kit. We're gonna get this thing up as high as I can and it still be rideable. About an 8-inch lift going on here on the front. Here's how we made it happen. You can see the original support for the front end, being this piece, is bolted to this piece of plate, and then there's also another piece of plate. You come around here to the outside, your support is in here. This is one of the outer plates. Then you have this plate here that this one's gonna bolt to. This plate and this front end is not stock on this mower. It came off of another one that unfortunately I don't have any video of that. But anyway, I'm gonna show you guys how to do a lift kit. This isn't gonna be nothing pretty, nothing fabulous or anything like that. But it's gonna work. And functionality over looks is where in my book. At any rate, it's a Craftsman GT 3000 hydrostatic garden tractor with a 3-point hitch, 1-inch axle shafts, I think, or maybe 7/8, something like that. I haven't measured, but should be pretty tough rear end. And I know the first question is going to be, well, you're lifting the front that much. What are you going to do back here? Well, it's fairly simple, and I'll show you. Let's come over here. You got your normal hydro that's going to actuate movement. Come under here, you can see how that works. Come in there and you've got a pulley with a fan on top of it. There's your linkage right here. So the hard part is going to be getting that linkage to actuate properly. The shaft, I'm going to extend the shaft. I'm not going to try to do some crazy jack shaft that drops it down and run 4 pulleys and 2 belts and all that crap. To me, that's a waste of time. I'm trying to keep my belt up out of the terrain, whatever it may be, mud, water, sticks, trees, whatever. That's the biggest downfall on building a mud mower, is I can't find idler pulleys and stuff that can take the abuse. But what we're going to do is some pillow block bearings mounted on some iron going across the frame there, and going to extend the shaft. My original plan was to do an 8-inch lift on the front and something like a 12 on the rear. Due to me using this front end, I'm really not sure exactly what I've got yet. And I know some of you are going to look at this and say, oh, that's crooked. Well, it's supposed to be like that, because that's how it came off of the other mower. I was trying to get the axle to move forward a little bit on the other mower, and that was the only way to accommodate for all the other stuff in there. But at any rate, that's how it's going to go on. That gets my front I-beam axle pretty well straight and where I want it. If you look at the two white marks there, that's where the original axle was riding. So I would say we've moved the axle forward maybe, 5-6 inches, something like that. I haven't measured. Extend the wheelbase. This mower is gonna run probably those stock 23s on the front. Those right there. This is what I wanted to run for a tire because it looks like it'd be a good steer tire. Nice and skinny. It's a 25 8x12, which as you see is quite a bit larger than a 23. Another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get Jeep wheel spacers. This is a 5x4.5 lug pattern, which I'll show you how to determine your lug pattern. It's very simple. The first number is the amount of lug nuts, or in this case, lug studs. So you got 5, and then you go from center to center here, times 2. So this is 2 1/4 center to center, times 2 would make it 5x4.5. So we're gonna buy some 2-inch wheel spacers, and I'm probably gonna end up trimming, I don't know if you can really see that well, trimming 1 inch of the hub here off. And I'll have to backspace the rim on the axle to accommodate that, but I figure I can get a total of about 6 inches of stance on the mower by doing those two things. Wheel spacers are about $40 or something like that on eBay for 2 of them, and they come with all the necessary hardware. The only thing you may have to come across is some studs to some lug nuts to bolt that on. But yeah, guys, this is Knucklehead Garage, and figured I'd show you something, and I'll keep you guys posted on the build as it comes along. Later.